Hello guys, Winter Cosmos here, back with a new video, and we're going to be playing a game called Dark Nights. So let's go ahead and get started. State your name and press enter to continue. Well, we'll just go with Winter for short. Let's go ahead and continue. Prologue. I should have gone home earlier. My shoes are getting soaked. Everything is so boring these days that I keep losing track of time. Staying at home does not help, so I often go out. The library is one of my favorite places to visit because it has so much for me to discover. Even then, there is a limit to what I can do there. I wish something interesting would happen in this village every once in a while, anything that would kill my boredom. I often pass by this mansion during the day, but this time it catches my attention. I wonder when was the last time anyone visited this place. No other place in the village looks as lonely as this one does. From afar it looks grand, but if I had to guess, it was probably built over 2 centuries ago. The atmosphere changes as soon as I approach the house. The whole building is surrounded by a veil of thin mist. All of the plants in the garden have taken over by the weeds. All of the plants in the garden have been taken over by the weeds. Behind the tree I noticed an empty fountain with a fairy statue in the middle. Its expression makes the environment even more depressing. No matter how you look at it, this place has an incredible, mysterious aura. There is something new to discover with each glaze around the premise. Some of the windows are broken and the door is locked with a heavy chains. My feet start to get cold, drawing my attention to my wet socks. I'll have to come back another time if I want to explore. No, what is that? Looks like somebody appeared through the windows. Spooky! As I am about to turn, I see a shadow move behind the windows. I try to focus on it, but it is already gone. It is as if nothing ever happened. Was that a person, or was it just my imagination? I continue staring at the windows, but nothing else happens. Even though that's strange, I am more curious than freaked out. Anyway, I don't want to stay in the rain any longer than necessary. My mind is clouded by thoughts of the mansion. Class starts soon and the hour is history. Class starts soon and the first hour is history, my least favorite. It doesn't take long for me to doze off. I'll just take a short nap until class is over. I won't miss much anyway. When I finally opened my eyes, school has already ended. I slept through all of my classes. That must be nice. I mean, my high school, I had to switch between classes, so it's not like I can pass out in one chair and wake up and it suddenly be over. It's very much, someone's gonna find out I fell asleep and they're gonna wake me up. Though the times that I did fall asleep, I managed to wake up within like the 30 minutes or the 45 minutes, however long those classes were. And boy, did I need them, because I was probably exhausted. I didn't have the greatest sleep schedule. It was pretty much all over the place, and yeah. Those are fun times, I guess. Not really. I should be apprehended for it, but my teacher, Mr. Blanotsky, does not usually mind. He gives me special treatment because he knows I live alone and there is no one for him to rat me out to. Oh, that must be nice. Perhaps I should not do that too often. My classmates look at me with resentful glares. I notice assignments laying on my desk, history and chemistry. Mr. Polanski gave us more homework than usual. It can't get any more boring than doing the same assignment over and over again. Seems like the other students have already gone home. My friends didn't even bother to wake me up. I will get back at them for this. I mean, it's not their responsibility to make sure you're awake and going home. You tend to fall asleep most of the time. I would just, as a prankster, I would just leave you. Be like, well, bye. I want to go home. I'm not going to waste my time staying here. Ugh, now I feel too lazy to get up. Once I am ready, I start to head home. Even though I am walking on the main road, no one is around. Even though I am walking on the main road, no one is around. It is unusually quiet today, and after what Li Hon told me, I am feeling especially on edge. My footsteps echo in the silence of the empty street, which I hear another set of footsteps. I glance back, relaxing when I see it's only a boy from my school. I look up at the cloudless sky and yawn. Even though I haven't done anything today, I feel so exhausted. I want to jump back into bed. I take a few turns. It might be a coincidence, but the boy behind me seems to be following me. I have been walking very slowly this entire time, so he should have passed me by now. I should test him. There is an easy trick to find out if someone is following you, or not. If I turn around 3 times counterclockwise or Oh, I said that backwards. If I turn around 3 times clockwise or counterclockwise at the fork in the road, I will walk in a circle. If the other person does that too, it means they have no destination. I enter a small alley. I take a turn. I turn once more. And again. Now if he's still following me, I know it's not just a coincidence. And right on cue, I hear the boy's footsteps behind me. That guy is still following me? That sure is interesting. I speed up, trying to get him off my heels by taking more turns. And all of a sudden, my arm is grabbed. I abruptly stop and turn around, and it seems that my stalker has caught up with me. Oh, he's just a first year. Hello? We don't know each other, but we go to the same school and... I just wanted to ask you something. What is it? Well, uh, will you go out with me? No. Dang, she just broke his heart in one word. That's to be expected. I mean, he's a first year, which means she's either a grade above him or several grades above him. She doesn't interact with him much. How is she gonna go out with him? Oh, the awkward silence treatment. I love how they don't even give him a silhouette. That's how you know he's gonna be so irrelevant to the story that they don't even actually draw him. He's just a black outline, like a figure that will never contribute to the storyline. To break the ice, I say, is that all you wanted to ask for? Huh. To break the ice, I say, is that all you wanted to ask? My answer is still no. Another time? Ooh, so many good options, but let's go ahead and ask. I don't know, like, do you want to break his heart? Let's save first, because I tend to have a bad habit of not saving a lot of these times, and I bet you it comes to bite me in the butt. Okay, so let's go ahead and say, I wish it said maybe another time. I don't know. Another time, maybe? Really? You're giving me a chance? The boy wraps his fingers around mine and gets closer in my personal space. Oh. Alright, that's pushing it a little too far. My hand? The silent treatment. I hint at him to let go of my hand, but he seems... I hint at him to let go of my hand, but it seems he does not pick up the message. This is the wrong time and place to receive a confession. But something about him puts me off even more. You know what? I've changed my mind. My answer is no. Now, let me go. Please? The boy keeps holding on to me even though I try to pull myself free. Frustrated, I violently tugged my arm away. This guy's attitude is really creeping me out. All the more reason to refuse him. He doesn't seem to know when to give up. What a brat. Sorry, forget what I said. Give me another chance. Let's start out as friends and get to know each other better. The boy grabs my other arm and pulls me closer. He's getting more forceful as he tries to keep our conversation going. Without warning, I knee him in the stomach. He yelps and doubles over, finally letting me go. Ow! Ow! Don't make me repeat myself. I'm sorry. Please, give me another chance. Is he a misogynistic? He reaches towards me again, but I step aside and grab his arm first. Skillfully, I seize his other arm and fold them both behind his back. When I speak again, my voice is stern. Try that again and you won't live to regret it. Ugh. I never expected a small girl like you to be so strong. I mean, yes, ma'am. If you understand, then go. With a sigh, I release the boy and watch him as he runs away. I hear him muttering something inaudible before he disappears down another street. The first years are always so troublesome. He called me a small girl even though he was small himself. Ugh. Well, good thing I guess we dodged a bullet there. People like him will always stay pessimistic. Oh, not pessimistic. People like him will always stay persistent unless I'm clear with them. Maybe I should report him to the administration. Well, I could probably rough him up enough to teach him a lesson. Ooh. Oh, teach him a lesson or 3. Once I get home, I go to my room. I put my bag on the desk and drop onto my bed. As usual, the silence in my house is so heavy I can feel it making my shoulders sag. I live alone because my parents work overseas, and they are usually busy, but they still call me whenever they can. It is not like I miss them, but it is boring to always be alone. I used to have many hobbies, but as soon as I grew up, they started to feel pointless. At some point, they all became repetitive. Kind of sounds like depression in a sense because you're so alone. Like, I get wanting to be alone, but at the exact same time, as I was told, we're very social creatures. We can be alone for a period of time. We cannot constantly always be alone because we do crave that social interaction. So it's like, once you start to put off your hobbies or they no longer bring you that sense of like joy or whatever it is you get from them, then you kind of stop doing them. And if you stop doing everything, lo and behold, you're just starting your days empty. And then depression sets in. That got dark. Okay, let's continue on. I love how her desk says, bright days, study hard, maths, exam. All very opposite of what we're seeing so far. She doesn't really seem that cheery. I do not want to spend my life in an endless cycle in the same routine. Oh, girl, trust me. Once you leave school, you'll be in a different routine, but it's never the same. Life will throw you a curveball as an adult. You think it wouldn't, but it does. It always throws a curve. As if I am not doing that right now. For the time being, I will just stay as I am. This village has always been quiet. Aside from the same holidays every year, there is not much going on. I wish something exciting would happen. Actually, perhaps I can make my own excitement. I can try something new. Unless my fate has already been decided for me. If I could, I would rewrite this boring village. I think I forgot something. There was something I wanted to do. Ah, that mysterious mansion. I'm too sleepy right now. So tired. My eyelids feel heavy, and before I know it, I am fast asleep. Next day. Winter, winter. I love how she has the little bunny hair clip. I used to read a manga and they had like bunny hair clips too. I think it starts with a P. Picha? I don't remember. It starts with a P and that's all I can remember. It was about like an angel helping like a boy overcome his issues, and by the end of it he was kind of like going down the same route as like the previous, I don't know, reincarnation of him or something, because he ended up falling back in love with the angel. And that wasn't the route that she wanted to go. And then eventually he does let go, and then she's able to become like a full-blown, I guess, actual angel? She was an angel in trainee, if that kind of helps. And then there was like a demon that wanted to take his soul, which turned out to be his like mom from that past life, and she ends up dying because she doesn't really take souls after he moves on. Like, I prefer the manga, there is an anime, and the anime is completely garbage compared to manga. But yeah, the manga kind of ends in a bittersweet ending. Everyone gets what they want. Well, sort of. Everyone. Not everyone's happy. What is it? Kayuga? Did you get in a fight with Oh, she's asking if we got in another fight. Okay. Did you get in a fight with another student yesterday? Huh? Why do you ask? There's a rumor going around that you roughed up a freshman yesterday for no reason. Seriously, that brat? Should have reported him. Of course I'm on your side. I don't believe you would do such a thing. A part of it is actually true, but to be fair, he was stalking me and being very forceful, so I simply defended myself. A dark-haired boy walks towards us. His name is Ryoji, like Kayoi. I met him in primary school. Disclaimer here, I am so sorry if I'm probably not pronouncing any of these right, but in my defense, I've always stated I cannot pronounce a lot of things right correctly. So, given with that, I'm just going to proceed with whatever I can figure out. If I can stick to the same name, how long? Well, I guess if it doesn't take too long for me to see them again, I might remember the pronunciation that I gave them. But if they're gone from scene to scene for a period's extent of time, I'm going to forget. My brain's just gonna toss that name that I have assigned to them into the trash because it is no longer relevant to me. Winter. There's a difference between self-defense and assault. I doubt Mr. Class President will ever understand. You really do remind me of a wild flower. Poof. If I grew roots in this place, I'd die of boredom. Oh, this reminds me of that time from 2 years ago. You know, when you beat up those seniors. It wasn't like I wanted to do it. Besides, I got involved because they started hazing all of the freshmen. It's not my fault I couldn't hold back. Try to be nicer to your fellow students. Fine, fine. I will do my best. You should care more about your reputation. Aren't you afraid that you won't be able to make friends now that the rumor is going around? I didn't intend to make friends with the freshmen anyway. You always seem so bored. Meeting new people or falling in love will make your life more exciting. No comment. Shortly afterwards, we began to prepare for our trip to the forest. Our history teacher will be our guide. He supposedly wants to show the class a momentum we've learned about in class. He claims pictures in the books are nothing compared to the real thing. The momentum we'll be visiting is only a 15-minute walk from our school. Kauai is... Kauai? I guess I'll go with that. Kauai is clearly not looking forward to this trip. She's been holding my hand tightly the whole time. Everyone, don't stray from the path. You don't want to get lost here. Make sure not to disturb the wildlife either. Guess this field trip's turned out to be even more educational than I expected. I've never seen this place before. What's wrong, name? I've never seen this place before. Well, not recently. I got lost during a class picnic once when I was in primary school. This looks different from what I remember. Lioji, have you heard about the demon in the forest? Yeah, everyone in my neighborhood is talking about it. Apparently, the rumor started after some tourists went missing on a trip here. Do you think they're true? I don't know. I've never seen a demon before. Don't they only exist in legends? They say there's a truth behind every legend. This whole village has many tales, but I doubt they're all true. If it's true, I hope our little demon friend doesn't eat people. Even if it does, it wouldn't eat you. You'd taste too bad. Oof. Akoi punches Liu Ho. Well, ow! I was just kidding. Kyo giggles at his reaction. Kyo. I'm sorry. Why is this the school? Why is the school taking us to a forest where a man-eating demon freely roams around anyway? The teachers don't believe the rumors and they think it's just a medium stunt. I know this because my dad told me. I guess we'll have to see what happens. There is one thing though I would like to warn you about. What is it? It's not public information yet, but recently a few villagers went missing in the middle of the night. No trace of them has been found. It's as if they just vanished. Oh my goodness! For real? I sure wouldn't be walking around alone again. If we're heading in the same direction, I can walk you home. You could also ask your brother to pick you up. My brother? No, not him. Why? He's from the elite class. He stands out too much. Well, if all eyes are on you, no one's going to make a move. But being picked up like a kindergartner? Sorry, but... Anyway, even though this news hasn't been officially released yet, you two should be more careful. I don't want my friends to get hurt. I'll be fine. Anyway, should we ask Mr. Bernsky about that demon rumor? Don't mention that! You're ruining the mood! Let me ask him. We eavesdrop on Leo's conversation. Excuse me, Miss Brinsky. Do you know anything about the demon rumors? Oh, Leo. Well... The teacher lets out a sigh and scratches the top of his head. You don't believe in them, do you? Not in the slightest. This forest is home to many different species of animals. Some silly people mistook one for a demon. Besides, there is no proof of their existence. The legends about this forest were just stories made up to scare little children. What about the missing tourists? Would you call their disappearance a coincidence? I don't think they disappeared. It's very easy to get lost in the forest without a map or guide. That's probably what happened to them. A rescue team will find them soon enough. Just stay with the group and you won't have anything to worry about. I see. What did Mr. Brinsky say? He believes it's all made up. I don't believe a thing about this demon. Still, the rumors have piqued my curiosity. There's at least a gram of truth to every story. Something must have caused the villagers to feel restless.